Right, so hello and welcome back to another episode of Weirdos of Tinder. And right now, it's cuffing season, which means everyone's feeling a little bit cozier, a little bit more desperate, and a whole lot freakier. So let's just jump straight into it. All right, first up, what dating as a woman who uses a wheelchair looks like. You're my dream gal. When you start getting too chatty, just roll you on the porch and unplug your battery. Oh my God, not even like a joke about her disability where it's turned into a compliment or just a joke about it in general. It's about her being boring and being turned off. Well, congratulations, you've turned her off without needing to unplug anything. Oh, and OP commented, for the record, I can handle jokes about my disability. I'm the first one to make very dark ones, but you've got to have at least talk to me and be friendly with me to earn the right to do it too. Trust me, I've gotten clever ones, but this wasn't even funny, just gross. Yeah, I mean, just no positive spin on it whatsoever. Just straight up, you might get too yappy at some point. Arguably a bit sexist as well, in which case I'm going to use the fact that you're in a wheelchair to my advantage. How has he thought for a second that would work? You need to start rolling over these people's feet wherever possible, OP. LMAO. Alright, next. This is by far the strangest prompt I've ever responded to. I go crazy for a good armpit scent. In what scenario are you smelling my armpit? You'll find out if you're lucky enough. Actually, this is something I see on TikTok all the time. I don't know if this is a guy or a girl who wrote the original prompt. I'm guessing probably a guy, but I see loads of girls on TikTok with audios that are like essentially conveying the idea that you don't like it to begin with, but then you kind of do, about smelling their boyfriend's armpits for some reason. And all the comments are just people going like, yeah, I go feral for it and I don't know why. I mean, pheromones, I guess, they must be pretty powerful. What do the comments say? I mean, in a relationship, you smell your partner's armpits pretty often whilst cuddling and stuff. Not in like a sexual way. It's just pretty common to lay on your partner's chest with their arm around your shoulders. That might be true, but I don't think that's what this freaky Hinge person is getting at. Yeah, look, same girl, same. Assuming they're a girl, love a good armpit smell. This is real. My girlfriend's always sniffing around there. It's weird, but she's always really nice to me, so I let her. If you know, you know. With 66, I mean, it's evidently a thing. Smelling ain't even the weirdest thing I've done to armpits. Oh, Lord. Okay, time to move on. All right, next. I will never understand why they think this works. Darken my life, you smooth black queen. Oh God. This is actually such a common one in this series, isn't it? People going like, as an ethnic minority, I don't want that to be the focus, and be like, this is the sole reason you want to hook up with me, basically. I mean, not as straight up kink orientated as some of them have been in the past, but still, not good. What do the comments say? The good news is that a message like this typically outs them as chasing a fetish right out the gate. So look at it as saving you some time. Good point, honestly. I'm glad they have no filter. Oh wait, I said kink, didn't I, rather than fetish? Actually, now I'm saying that, I don't think I know the difference. Okay, so a kink is a particular sexual preference or behavior that's unconventional, whereas a fetish is any object, part of the body or activity that is ordinarily regarded as non-sexual and causes a habitual erotic response or fixation. Interesting, quite a subtle difference then. But yeah, I guess just because the initial message wasn't explicitly sexual doesn't mean that it wasn't a fetish thing. Dude could have asked if you dressed in those olive-themed colours to match the walls in the photo, and it still would have been 100 times better than all that. What? I mean, kind of get the comment, but why? Anyway, moving on. All right, next up. Every woman's dream. My self-summary. So I'm currently homeless living in a shelter. I've not had sex in almost years. I just want to get laid. I don't drive, but I have a phone and I don't work due to my criminal background. Just being honest. Please don't judge me. We've all made mistakes. I'm very freaky, more than most men. Interested? Drop me a message. Yeah, I cannot imagine his inbox is particularly full. I mean, I'm sure there are women out there for him that would look past the fact that he's homeless or even has a criminal background. But the fact that he just weaves how horny he is just makes him so much less desirable. Like, even if you are really freaky and more than most men, and even if you haven't had sex in years, do you need to bring that up? I mean, dropping homeless and criminal background and don't have a phone, I think is all valid to lay out on the table straight away. But the freaky stuff, save it at least for the first date. And I mean, even then, I don't mean like 5 minutes into the coffee date, just be like, by the way, in case I haven't mentioned already, I'm freaky. I'm hella freaky. I'm freakier than most men, you know. Haven't had sex in years, but I'm massively freaky. Want to get freaky with me right now and end my streak? Because as appealing as that might sound to someone out there, will it? Maybe. Probably not. It'll probably end up in you getting a restraining order. But hey, some first dates do get freaky, and that might be the time to say that you're freaky. I think I've said freaky enough for one day. And although I know it won't be the last, I have to stop speaking about this or I wasn't going to say it again. Actually, I don't know what app this is. I do not recognize that at all. The only, you know what, if it's one of those Apps for freaky people. He's forgiven. But what is it? Oh, here, what app is this? Unhinged. Very good. Oh, it's OkCupid. That's still a thing in the... Okay, fair enough. Frankly, I just appreciate the honesty. He's not fooling anyone. I feel like he might have overshared a little bit still. I mean, he is pro-choice because he can't afford no baby. Oh my God. I just want to know what kind of time frame almost he is in. Are we talking like 1 year, 11 months and 29 days or what? I do respect his honesty, even if I fundamentally disagree with his values. I'll take a reformed criminal that's broke any day over a person that has money and no criminal record but isn't truthful about themselves, which is most people, especially in dating. You know what? Kind of fair enough. All right, next. Can I recover? My most irrational fear, women. Boo. You look like you'd eat me alive and I wouldn't even mind. Well, nice to meet you too, LMAO. Oh, she's kind of into it. That is definitely recoverable. You just got to keep saying it. I came across a dominant woman and instantly started stuttering. How classic and revealing. No, I'm only joking. Where was I going with this again? I've forgotten what I was saying. I was going to say you got to keep the same energy. Oh, for goodness sakes. What do the comments say? Do not go sexual. Decent odds, he already asked her if she eats ass. How would you know if you don't ask? How do so many of you not know how to talk to women? It really is mind-boggling. How do you not know how to spell no? And also, bro, it's Reddit. Why do you think? I'm terrified of women. Step on me, mummy. Dudes are the most annoying freaks on the planet, by the way. Damn, bro hates to see a submissive man coming. Not like that as well. Who wouldn't? Well, this lady perhaps, if he plays his cards right. I actually get disappointed when I go into the comment sections and there's not a follow-up with things like this. I'm always just so curious to find out where the conversation goes from here and if they end up actually having a date or more. Or maybe he hasn't posted an update because he got eaten alive. And if that's the case, Godspeed. All right, next. First time using any dating app. People are so strict. All right, the classic Lego gif. And then, I need me a black woman. I mean, oh, for goodness sakes. This is probably why people write those kind of things. Like we saw someone earlier that really hated it. This lady, evidently fine with it. Like this intro alone could be posted on this subreddit just being like, what is wrong with these freaks? And everyone would be like, yeah, that's weird as hell. But she's just gone, I mean, evidently laughing, going like, hi, into it, or at least fine with it. Different strokes for different folks. If I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. So that might be the first time I've said that. Anyway, I don't know if I can handle all that, to be honest. Right, instantly, like race fetishization and then making it sexual. And she says, there's not much to handle, you'll be fine. Handle spelt like the composer. Is that a play on words? If it is, I can't figure it out. Do you know how to spell the word handle or what? Because that might be a deal breaker. Because I can't deal with someone who can't spell a simple word. Bloody hell. Okay, so evidently was a spelling error. I mean, I caught it too. Didn't affect me that much. Didn't have that much of a crash out. And I feel like this tops off a third very obvious red flag. I mean, going like back to the first two, the racing, the sexual thing, and then freaking out over one misspelling of a word. I actually feel bad for the lady as well, because her saying like there's not much to handle, you'll be fine. And like maybe she didn't like that, was just like, I'm just going to firm it. I'm on dating apps. I want to find someone, you know, maybe her tolerance is a little bit higher because she's either new to this or looking for something or desperate enough to be on Tinder or whatever this app is. And for her to get cooked like that on her first time using a dating app, I feel bad for her. People aren't so strict in general. This is just a particular freak. And not like a freaky freak. Well, I mean, might be a freaky freak. But just a freak. Just a weird bloke. Just a weirdo of Tinder. Oh, we got the title in the video. Let's go. But yeah, nah, she shouldn't be going like, people are so strict, I can't live up to their expectations, and be like, this is not someone you want to be dating in general. Who cares what his standards are? This is a bullet dodged if he unmatched you. All right, what do the comments say? Too hot to handle. Nice. And that's a gif of him. George Friedrich! This man took shooting himself in the foot to a whole new level. Man took a 12 gauge and blew his foot clean off. He just said, I love you after. Like, no joke, I'm dying. A classic manipulation tactic. It's called negging. LMAO, I unmatched him after he said he wanted to pound my... Why have you not unmatched him after he had a go at you after the first three and then dropping the I love you as the fourth? You had to wait for the fifth for him to be like, I want to pound your coochie. For you to be like, I've had enough. Oh, God. Some of the shit this series makes me say out loud is actually wild. People aren't too strict. You're too lenient. You should have blocked him the second he said, I need me a black woman. All right, next. I don't know why being annoying is such a common flirting tactic. The dorkiest thing about me is I love to read. I'm currently reading book 45 of the year. Fair play. You're cute, but romance novels don't count. What a dick. I'm assuming that's a woman as well, and that's just sex. Yeah, there you go. I beg your pardon. Probably a girl called Meg. I mean, it's just straight up misogyny, isn't it? Going like, oh, you're a woman who likes books. You must only like romance novels and they don't count as real books. Okay, you know what? I was just so curious about this. So we're going on another slight science tangent. So I looked at this Book Trust Reading Habits Survey 2013, a national survey of reading habits and attitudes to books among adults in England. So I mean, it's only adults and only in England, but still interesting nonetheless. And in preferences by gender, it says females are more likely to enjoy most genres than males. And the biggest difference is for romance. Only 1% of males admitted enjoying this genre of book, compared with 22% of females. And I was just curious whether women enjoying romance novels more than men was actually backed by the statistics and data, and apparently it is. But I mean, again, that was just out of curiosity and has nothing to do with the reply. Why the hell would they not count? I mean, it just is him going like, oh, this is a womanly thing to read, and therefore it doesn't count. Like, it's almost just essentially him belittling her for no reason. Probably feels threatened by it because he hasn't read a book since GCSE English. Literally, comment says exactly what I was just saying. Sounds insecure, hasn't read a book since high school. Oh, it seems to be a notion in the pickup artist circles. The ones with the titles like How to Get Any Woman to Want to Sleep With You and the like. It's supposed to create a challenge and get attention, but really it comes off as rude and juvenile. I mean, yeah, it could be a shitty pickup artist tactic, or this guy could just be a dick. Might even be both. But all that matters is that you swiped left. All right, next. I've never been so turned off. You like? Yes, I do. What you like most? What does that even mean? Just asking. What is it about the picture that you like? I found you attractive, hence me liking the picture. I don't know how to make that any clearer, lol. Wow, you said hence. Had to ask ChatGPT about that one. This is them telling on themselves, being like, the word hence means this must have been AI. Like, no normal human would ever have come up with such a complicated word by themselves. They couldn't imagine a human brain operating at that level. Got accused of using AI because I said therefore, lol. This is hilarious. It makes you question everything. Dude talked like he had a second grade vocabulary, so I'm not surprised. Again, I feel like so much of the like weird aggy anger that's on these does come from insecurity and just like generally feeling threatened. Are people legitimately so uneducated that being able to write proper English is now only something that an AI is capable of? The way he talks at the start makes me think English is not his first language. That was what I was thinking. Like, you like? What you like most? Oh, it is, sadly. I should have seen the signs when he put his school/education as a school in Southside. I completely breezed through his profile. That's on me. He must have been hot. The classic rule 1 and 2. All right, next up. From a friend of mine, hardest I've laughed in forever. Am I allowed to make jokes about the prosthetic, by the way? Respectable. Bold, but respectable. Duh. Okay, good. I didn't want to get off on the wrong foot. Well. I'm guessing that didn't go in. I mean, I do feel like if you're someone with a prosthetic, this is not going to make you laugh at all because it's something you will have heard a million times. You're like, oh, like this is so unoriginal and boring. It's like the first thing anyone would think of. I'm not surprised she was underwhelmed by that one. Yeah, that's like the first joke that comes to mind in this situation. Oh, well, people on this sub have absolutely zero fucking ability to carry a conversation. It's a dating app, not a stand-up comic show. The jokes are just there to get the conversation rolling. OP, this was hilarious. Oh, come on, the double entendre is poetic genius. Getting to make a foot fetish joke on a hookup app in an icebreaker. Applause, my good sir. I mean, poetic genius. Ugh. I mean, I'm kind of in the middle. I actually kind of think Pritzker has a point in like, you know, it doesn't have to actually be that funny. You are just getting the ball rolling. But at the same time, on the other side of it, if you are particularly overwhelmed by it, it's like, oh, I can't be asked to continue this anyway. I don't think this is bad. It's just a meh. Like, I'm not surprised you didn't get a great response. But you tried, I guess, and it could have been a whole lot worse. Reminds me of when I was chatting to a woman on Tinder. She told me she had a breast removed because of cancer. I asked her which one. Right breast, she replied. I told her a perfect match because I've been called a right tit lots of times. Got unmatched after that for some reason. That's good. Remarkably British. Got to be a British person, but very funny. I don't know. Maybe, would she have heard that before? I don't know. Maybe. Leave her. That was a good start. 387 upvotes. That was the most normie average joke possible. 300 up. I'm with the girl on this one. That joke sucked. 168. I don't know. I'm curious what you guys think. I mean, it was a decent effort. She could have replied if she was that interested. She clearly wasn't. Yeah, leave a comment because I'm curious. And in fact, you know what? Leave a comment on every single one of these because I can't lie. I enjoy reading your comments more than I enjoy reading the Reddit ones. All right, next. Yeah, sure. Why not? Hey, what's up? What you doing? In bed. What about you? just got here to visit family for the holidays. You want to move to San Diego with me? What the hell? That is so... From going no effort whatsoever, like, hey, probably as low effort as you can get. Hi, just about shorter. What's up? What you doing? Like, couldn't even be asked to write that out, to then being like, commit and move to San Diego with him or her. That's really funny. I love that they're taking it slow. We love a slow burn. In 2 years, we're going to see an update post about how you all got married. I know it. Haha, would be a nice love story, but I don't think it's going to work out this time. Not with that attitude. Anyway, you want to move to San Francisco with me? LMAO, yes, please. See, this is the attitude you need, OP. I'm so curious if OP actually did reply to this person. All right, next. I think I know what movie we're going to watch for our future date. Never thought I'd wake up and be jealous of Sully from Monsters, Inc. Oh my God. Because of the blue tongue. That is such a funny face for the first Google image result. That is hilarious. And she thought it was hilarious as well. Fair enough, you cooked. Monsters, Inc. movie night it is. The perfect date. Back in my days, this joke was Smurf based. Actually, that was my original thought. I think Papa Smurf sounds a little more kinky now that I think about it. All right, next. My sister's on Hinge. Oh dear, my most irrational fear, not becoming a MILF. Not something you want to hear from your sister, although it could be worse. That's a rational fear, you idiot. I have bad news for you. Your sister has had sex probably more than once. Oh God. I can attest to OP's mum having sex as well. Very good. All right, I have too many siblings for this. Moving on very quickly. All right, next up. I found the horse girl final boss. Oh my God. That is terrifying. Actually, that's cool as hell. This first one just feels demonic, but that is unbelievably cool. Oh my God, I've never seen someone playing pool on a horse before. In fact, I don't think that's particularly surprising. Has anyone? This horse goes everywhere with her. Hopefully not everywhere. Just know she'll never love you more than she loves those horses. Married one. Horse got a made from scratch carrot cake on its birthday. I did not. We're no longer married. Oh my goodness. All right, next. Took me by surprise. I just saw that. If you saw, you would know. Pulling attitudes, huh? Nope. Then what's with the rolling eyes emoji? I'm looking at you on my knees. Damn, fair play. That is... fair enough. Oh Lord, I'll never look at that emoji the same way again. I know, right? That is unreasonably hot. What the hell, OP? Don't mess this up. All right, next. 1 year later, it's okay to be cringe. Hi. Hey, Isabella. You are so cute. Thank you. You're very cute as well. Thank you. Thank you. I fear I need you. Are you in need of help, my lady? In need of a companion? I am a pretty good companion. Okay, good. Oh, and they're together. That's the 1 year. Oh my goodness, 1 year since. That's adorable. It's a good thing you censored his face in that first pic. Oh, I saw this post a while ago. I think she just took the original edited pic. Oh, I always tell people it's impossible to flirt without being cringe. Transparent affection requires vulnerability. Damn, that is deep. Guy pulls off of my lady. Doff of the chapeau to you, sir. Yeah, true. You need any help, my lady? Could be a message from the Nice Guys series with ease, but this whole thing was very cute, and they've actually been together. That's freaking adorable. That, I think, is the perfect wholesome way to finish this video and wrap it all up. So if you guys enjoyed it and you want to give a bit of wholesome feeling back to me, please do feel free to subscribe down below. I think apparently only like 30% of the people that watch these videos are actually subscribed, and it really does mean a lot. So if you could just spend a second hitting that subscribe button down below, I'd really appreciate it. I'd be very grateful. And it means that the next time I do a Weirdos of Tinder video, you can catch it as soon as it's out. Hopefully that's enough to persuade you to swipe right on my YouTube channel in a way. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and see you on the next one. Bye.